talking about Errol Spence tweeting his boy. How about you tweet Terence Crawford, because he on your ass, nigga. Tweet Terence Crawford. That's why I had to tweet Terence Crawford. Talk about cuz really like that. Nigga, Terence Crawford really like that. Scary.
Wow. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. That was top-ranked fighter Keyshawn Davis, Olympian, who just fought on the Shakur Stevenson undercard and picked up a knockout victory. That was his response to Errol Spence Jr. Now, I'll give you guys what Errol Spence said, and I guess what triggered this, if you will. And you guys let me know by the end of this video or in the comment section what you feel about it. Real quick, I thought it was a bit weird from Keyshawn Davis to post this video, and it looked like he was going at Errol Spence Jr. And let's start from the top. So Errol Spence, he took to his social media on September 24th, and he says, Frank Martin really liked that, ... That's literally all he tweeted, and that's what inspired the rant from Keyshawn Davis. And you see it right there on the screen. He said, Frank Martin is really like that. He didn't tag anybody. He didn't mention Keyshawn specifically. He didn't say anything bad about Shakur Stevenson, who is moving up to the division. And Keyshawn Davis, on his verified page, he said Terence Crawford really liked that. So for whatever reason, Keyshawn Davis, it sounds like, you know, I'm not him, but it sounds like he took that as he posted that to him, even though he didn't tag him or anything like that. And he said Terence Crawford really liked that. So it seemed like he took some offense to it. Errol Spence seen it. You guys see right there. It says, I don't hate. He is. What you thought I would say something different. So I don't know if he's talking about Terence Crawford or if he's talking about Frank Martin, but he says, I don't hate. He is. So he's saying, it sounds like he's, to me, if I had to interpret this, it sounds like he's either saying Frank Martin is really good, or he's saying Terence Crawford is really, you know, he's a good fighter, so I'm not going to hate and say nothing negative about him. And that's why he said, you thought I would say something different. And then Errol Spence finishes, keep working. You not on our radar yet. You know, now the other portion that I didn't actually air, you guys can find it. Keyshawn Davis on the same live or whatnot, he said that, why does everyone keep mentioning me? I'm only 6-0. Why you guys keep talking about me? I'm only 6-0. But the thing that I thought was a bit peculiar about that is Errol Spence, he didn't say anything specifically about Keyshawn Davis. So to take a tweet that said you see it right there, I'm showing you, and I'm giving you guys everything that happened that I'm aware of, right? All he said was Frank Martin really liked that. So he's just saying his fighter is good, is nice, got skills. He's really about that life, whatever. But to me, this shouldn't be really a mystery since Frank Martin is his fighter under Man Down Promotions. They both train with Derek James. So that's his family. That's his people. You know, I'm sure they may have even sparred together. So for Keyshawn to look at that tweet, kind of insinuate or assume it's about him, and then say, yeah, Terence Crawford really like that, and then go on live and explain what you did. I don't know, I just thought it was a bit weird because Errol Spence didn't really even come for you. He didn't mention you by name, and you said Terence Crawford really liked that and he looking for you and stuff like that. The other thing that makes it strange, if you will, is the fact that Keyshawn Davis is 6-0. He's a good fighter, you know, coming from the Olympics. Errol Spence is an Olympian too. And Keyshawn Davis was just congratulating Errol Spence's nephew, Jacob, in his recent tournament win. This was literally like the day after the Shakur Stevenson fight, right? And everything seemed cool, at least with the nephew. And then days later, he said, Terence Crawford really liked that, which is obviously a shot. The other thing that I personally don't understand, maybe Keyshawn can, you know, enlighten y'all about what went on or if there's some behind the scenes stuff, is the world knows that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. are in negotiations. So, you know, I could go back to it so we have full transparency. But he says in this, Terence Crawford is looking for you or something.
Talking about Errol Spence tweeting his boy. How about you tweet Terence Crawford, cause he on your ass, nigga. Ass, nigga. Crawford, cause he on your ass, nigga.
Like, he says, how about you tweet Terence Crawford? But what I don't understand about that is why would Errol Spence, who his side is in negotiations with Terence Crawford, we haven't heard, that the fight is official yet, but we know they're in negotiations. Why would he tweet Terence Crawford if he's in negotiations with him? And to me, again, why would you expect Errol Spence, who has his own promotional imprint, to not big up his own fighter that is in his gym with the same trainer? And I don't know. So it just seemed like an overreaction. This is me personally.
Talking about Errol Spence tweeting his boy. How about you tweet Terence Crawford, cause he on your ass, nigga. Tweet Terence Crawford. That's why I had to tweet Terence Crawford. Talk about cuz really like that. Nigga, Terence Crawford really like that.
I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section, but this one threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting it, especially off of Frank Martin really liked that comment. I personally, I don't understand what led to that. He was like, and here, this is the thing with some of the younger fighters, and then the TikTok generation and the online stuff is this. Keyshawn says, how about you tweet Terence Crawford? How about you tweet Terence Crawford? But that's part of the problem with boxing in general is tweeting and making statements that ain't getting the fight done. We've seen even with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, they keep going back and forth publicly, but then Tyson Fury saying, hey, the fight's canceled, he took too long, and that that's not really getting nobody anywhere. So I'm not like I'm a boxing fan, so it's cool seeing the back and forth Twitter fingers and people arguing, fighters arguing. I mean, I guess if that's your thing. But to me, it's not really about tweeting a bunch of people. Terence Crawford, his team, Errol Spence, his representation, they should be trying to land the biggest fight in the welterweight division. And it sounds like that's what they're at least trying to do. We'll have to wait and see, what the outcome is. But, tweeting Terence Crawford, what does that do? Errol Spence and Terence Crawford have been back and forth at times on Twitter where certain things were said, and then Terence will say, "Oh, I guess he don't want the fight." But I've seen that it's like an emergence of, saying this and saying that on Twitter, but that's not necessarily making the fight. So this whole little situation, I guess, is new to me and kind of missed me. But, maybe Keyshawn was just feeling the type of way. I seen he had a tweet against Rolly. Rolly had tweeted something about him, so I don't know. I guess that's what the marketplace is. But this whole little situation kind of threw me for a loop because it almost made it sound like there was this disdain or beef with Errol Spence. And that was kind of out of nowhere for me. The other thing is, like I said, let the business happen. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, the whole world going to see who's like that if they actually fight. So it doesn't make sense to overly be tweeting someone or, talking trash. Just sign the contract. Everybody sign the contract, announce the fight, and then the world will get to see who really that dude. But the other thing that I've noticed is with Crawford, people who are connected to Crawford, it's hard for me to take the fight predictions when they have too close of a relationship with Crawford, because it seems like all over the top. You know what I'm saying? It seems like over the top with it. Errol Spence, Derek James, you listen to people close to Errol Spence, Frank Martin, when they talk about the fight, I don't see like this yelling and rah, rah, rah. But when it comes to like Bo Mack or Bernie, they're like, oh, Crawford go destroy him. Oh, Crawford like that. It's like a bunch of like yelling and theatrics. Like you even heard from Keyshawn, who's we know is real close to Terence Crawford, and that's like a big bro to him. And Shakur Stevenson's real cool with Terence Crawford as well. And he's like amped up, turned up. Terence Crawford really like that. Tweet Terence Crawford, Nia, you know what I mean? And things like that, like trying to bark on Errol Spence, who's in a whole different division. And really it all stems because Errol Spence is bigging up his fighter in the lightweight division, And then finally is I don't really see Keyshawn and Frank Martin being able to fight anytime soon. Keyshawn got like 6-0. We know the size of the street, things like that. So, I mean, it's just going to be maybe a fight that people want to see, but you got to show me something to believe that that fight will happen anytime soon, especially during the developmental process of both fighters. So kind of a unique situation that I wasn't expecting to have to cover, but there it is. That's my opinion. There's a QR code. Make sure you guys scan that SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. You scan that QR code with your cell phone, and then you can subscribe to my channel that way. Let me know how I did in this video. Let me know what you think of this Keyshawn ripping Errol Spence and warning him that Terence Crawford really liked that and the origins of it. I gave you my best job of letting you know what happened in chronological order. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And I'm introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.